Thank you for your purchase of the Essential Suffix Deck. This video will demonstrate how to teach the concept of a base word and suffix and how to teach suffix S. As the teacher, you will say to your student, listen to this word and say it back to me. Tip. Your student will respond, tip. This is the tip of a pencil. How many tips am I talking about when I say that? Your student will reply, 1. Sip. Your student will reply, sip. I can take a sip of water. How many sips am I talking about? Your student will reply, 1. Say this word back to me. Tips. Am I still talking about one tip? No, when I say tips, I mean more than one tip. What sound do you hear at the end of tips? Your student will reply, S. Yes, S. Write tips on the board or paper. What letter stands for the S sound? And your student will reply, S. Yes, I have added S to the word tip. I'm going to put a box around the S to show that it has been added to the word tip. And then you will draw a box around the letter. Tip is called a base word, a plain word with nothing added. The letter S added to the end of a base word is called a suffix. A suffix is a letter or letters added to the end of a base word. To see if you have a base word and a suffix, you must be able to remove the letter or letters at the end of the word and still have a complete word left. When I remove the letter S from the word tips, do I have a word left? Yes, I have the complete word tip. The coding for suffix S is a box around the S. Box the suffix. Show the card for suffix S. Cover the image of pins on the card. It will be introduced later. You will say to your student, our key word for suffix S is tips. Students discuss the image of the pencil tips. The word tips refers to more than one tip. Tip is the base word and S is the suffix. Is the letter S a vowel or a consonant? Your student should reply, consonant. When you see this card, you will say, consonant suffix S, tips, S, more than one. Students repeat this response several times while looking at the suffix card. Over time, students practice reading and spelling with consonant suffix S as in tips. The sound S is unvoiced. The vocal cords are not vibrating as they do when making the sound Z. Now you will teach your student suffix S as the voiced sound Z. You will say to your student, let's review using our card for suffix S. Your student will say, consonant suffix S, tips, S, more than one. You will say to your student, say these words back to me, listening for the final sound. Pans, lids, pins. Your student will repeat, pans, lids, pins. Ask your student, what do you hear at the end of these words? Your student should reply, Z. Let's look at those words on paper. Do you see a suffix at the end of these base words? Your student should reply, yes, suffix S. Suffix S usually means more than one. Does it have that meaning in pans, lids, pins? Your student should reply, yes, pans means more than one pan. Ask your student, do you hear a difference in the way suffix S sounds in pans, lids, pins? Your student should reply, it sounds like Z. Yes, suffix S can be unvoiced as in tips, S, or it can be voiced as in pins, Z. Let's discover when suffix S will stand for S and when it will stand for Z. What is the last sound in the word Pin. Your student should reply, N. Is N a voiced or unvoiced sound? Put your hand on your vocal cords. Do you feel a vibration? Your student says, yes, I feel a vibration. It is voiced. When the base word we are saying ends in a voiced sound, such as pen, then suffix S will be voiced, as in our keyword, pens. If the base word ends in an unvoiced sound, then suffix S will be unvoiced, as in tips. Now we can uncover the second keyword on our suffix deck card. What is our keyword for voiced suffix S? Your student should reply, pins. Let's read our suffix S card, adding the new information. Your student should reply, consonant suffix S, tips, S, pins, Z, more than one. You have this information on the back of your card.